Good morning, welcome to day 28 of my Munros challenge. Today I am climbing Route 30. Now it's a short day, probably about 4 hours. Significant day because I'm climbing Ben Hope, which is Hill of the Bay. Now Ben Hope is the northerly-most Munros. So I'm parked in the car park on the tiny little single track road, and the car park's below, and you know you're at the right place because there's a sign right at the beginning saying way up Ben Hope. So the path is steep straight from the off, following the side of this burn with all the waterfalls. Isn't that lovely? Very pretty. Very pretty. Just looking back at where we've come up, very steep. The path zigzags through the cliffs. It's making its height quite quickly, but you do start off very low. You're almost at sea level to start off, so it's quite a short walk, so it's got to make its height quickly, and I would imagine it won't stop making its height quickly until we get to the top. So I'm in cloud now. You can see how badly eroded the path is. There's various paths going up here. It's just that well walked. It's been really badly eroded. Now apparently I'm going to climb out of the clouds and have some pretty good views in a minute or two, or 5 minutes or so. So we'll see what it looks like when we get above the cloud. Just got above the cloud, so the sun's out. I'm hoping I can rise above it and we can see the inverted cloud when I get a bit higher up, but we'll see. So there's a trig point at the top. Now on a clear day you're supposed to see the Orkney Isles, so with a cloud as it is, I suspect we won't, but let's have a look when we get there. So here we are, Ben Hope, most northerly Munros in Scotland. You can see the sea, as I said earlier, and the Orkney Islands on a clear day, but not today. Inverted cloud, but special, isn't it, eh? Still a bit special. Just heading down, and oh, you can see Ben Kilbrec just disappearing behind that cloud over there. It's tomorrow, and I think in the distance over there, peeping out, is Ben More Ascent. Wow. Ben Kilbrec's just appeared again over the top of the cloud, and you see that's the Munros I'm doing tomorrow, and the clouds coming in over here now and just wrapping over this cliffside. Very inverted clouds, fabulous sometimes, isn't it? I'm just looking back up the hill and the clouds are dispersing. You can see the side of Ben Hope. Very steep. Lovely little climb though, lovely day. Hi, welcome to day 28 of my Munros challenge. Today I walked Route 30. It's Wednesday the 25th of August. I parked in a lay-by on a very tiny single track road. Extremely tiny, hardly any passing places below Ben Hope. I have to say, what a lovely climb. I do like these half days. It pretty much went from the gun because it was such a short day and we started at pretty much sea level. You know, it climbed straight away and it didn't relent from climbing till we got to the top. Lovely climb. Very distinct path, very eroded in places, so there's half a dozen paths all going in the same direction. You know, boggy in places, consequently the path got wider, but not too boggy. I have to say there was several false summits, quite a few cairns perched on high points to keep you straight, which might give you the indication that it's some sort of top, but not really, because it's such a short day. It didn't really matter. I thoroughly enjoyed the day. The vista from the top, even though I was above cloud, was still special. Now I understand you can see the sea, you can see the Orkney Islands, and you can see quite a lot from there. Unfortunately I didn't get to see that, but I still was very pleased with what I did see. I say it's a short day. It's only 5 miles top to bottom. It took me 3.5 hours, but it's a massive 2,998 feet of climbing. So you know, that's in 2.5 miles. So it shows you how relenting really the climb is. Lovely day. I have to say it is in the middle of nowhere, so the shops for miles. So if you're looking for supplies for the following days, you got to drive a long way to find a shop, which I did.